I've
Yeah,
pressed the record button. What are you talking about? Music.
I don't know.
Mm,
Music.
Do I?
Probably going to require that. How are you, Dane? Guessing.
Can I use my fight playlist? Stream use. Game music. Fight. Hello, everyone. Do I have alerts on?
Right.
Fuck it. Probably
Um,
not. Hold on. I don't think I have an alert bot, guys. Hold on. I don't know. Fuck, how do you make an alert bot and I forgot.
No idea. You've moved yourself, have you, Vander?
Yes.
I
Shit.
think Frey was she was talking about being a frontliner ish, so I'm gonna put that there ish.
Join us in following
Kind of
Dane.
close-ish.
You know what? I hadn't followed Dane, so I've done that.
Already drugged. Have a good. No worries, Gasson. Rest well, my guy. Take it easy.
Guys, I can't remember how to put alert boxes on.
Let me just reduce size of icons
There's a
slightly.
2-minute
so it
wait
matches.
between shoutouts? How rude.
Oh, is there? Oh, damn. All right. So how are you feeling, Bex? Are you sorted? Good to get going, or should I leave it for a minute until you feel like you're
No,
sorted?
you can start whenever you would like. I'm just literally adding an alert box and then I'm looking at my music to figure out which one I want to add.
Okay. So what? Am I going to do the recap? Am I? This time around?
What did I not? Who did it last time? I don't know.
I can't remember. I didn't get around to watching the vote. Turn this remote background as I clean. Nice thing.
Browser source.
Basically,
Alert.
previously on, our little crew arrived at Fort Falling Embers, a garrison currently under construction surrounding an enormous orange crystal growing out of the ground in the Southern Summer Realms. Looks a little like a burning flame of a campfire. Finally entering into this fort, where there were various guards of different races and ethnicities, they made their way to the tavern with no name, where they met with their contact there, Vian, along with the adventuring party that she had accompanied north. An adventuring party that also seems to be having a problem coming up with a name. And the Kirithanan contact here at the fort, which was Jean. After shenanigans, introductions, drinks, there was talk from Jean of going and questioning a prisoner that was currently being held in the prison cells of the fort. A prisoner who was one of the bandit leaders, who also possessed a pawn chess piece. Something that was only given to members included in a slavery ring that the parties kind of crossed paths with a few times over the course of their adventures. This bandit leader had been captured in an expedition from the border rangers after they had attacked a caravan and several innocent people had been killed. And there's a bit of a pall hanging over the fort, as it seems like while the expedition to rescue the people and the goods was successful, there were quite a number more casualties than seemed to have maybe been warranted, and not all of the goods had been returned or retrieved. So Jean had been making some noise about getting somebody to go find the rest of their shipment, as well as trying to get a name from this bandit leader about who supplied him and his men with their equipment and their military training, as it seems like they were quite a bit better at, the martial skills than the majority of your run-of-the-mill hooligans and thugs.
And chess piece. Didn't he have a chess piece?
Yep. I mentioned the chess piece. It's part of how she got the interest. Yep.
Look, just line and sinker with that one.
So with the other adventuring party immediately breaking into a form of distraction, Jean, Vian, and our crew here headed down into the prison underneath the fort to question the bandit leader. Whereupon finding this sort of imposing sized individual with almost like mammoth tusks coming out in front of him that still had crusted dried blood on them, red fur across the shoulders, absolutely adamant that he was not going to be intimidated by this witch, baited seemingly Vian into using her gift to crush the metal lock and open the door, where as she advanced upon him to perhaps maybe try to physically intimidate him, he stood up, yelled out "boys," and all of the prison doors seemed to unlock and swing open, and several of this bandit leader's men are out and ready and spoiling for a fight. Whether they are going to try and escape or they are going to try and inflict some revenge bodily harm upon people, I guess we're about to find out now. So unless there's anything else, now's the moment if there's anything else. Nope, I'll take that as a no. I want you guys to roll for initiative. How you going, Biggs? You managing okay?
Can stream hear this? In theory, you can hear that. Oh my god, I'm having a panic. You can hear it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I
I can hear it.
Okay,
I
great.
checked.
Yeah, I
it.
just unmuted long enough so that I could hear it.
It's running through the same thing as... So... all desktop audio is going to come out of that one. So that's fine, because then I can just play my whole fight playlist. And then everything's running out of the one tab. So that's fine. I'll figure it... Oh, you want me to roll initiative, though?
I require everybody to roll some initiative. Oh, I suppose I should probably roll for Frey as well.
I didn't roll badly.
You didn't roll
You didn't
badly.
that's good. We like it when you
And
don't
knowing-
roll badly.
Knowing your dexterity...
Oh yeah, no, I'm going first.
I'm not.
So does anybody want to Jaeger Frey for this fight or not? All I've got, as I say, is I've got a level 4 character sheet for her. That's all I've got.
If you want to
Oh.
send it through to me, I will
It's
have
on
an
the-
attempt.
It's in the Discord chat. I've
Okay.
got the,
Yeah,
PDF
I'll
for
have
it.
an attempt.
Okay, I have rolled initiative for her,
Okay, great.
which is wow. Okay, I rolled a 17 for your cleric.
Wait, where did you put it? Which chat?
So the Discord chat, like the actual in the you know, the where our Discord cameras and things are.
In this chat?
Yeah, you go open chat.
Open chat, and then it should be up the top.
Bleep. I don't understand.
So in
I can relink.
Whitestone.
Oh,
Voice.
okay, I can open. Oh no, it's gonna fuck up the stream. I'm gonna exit this chat tab. Alright, got it. I can
Well,
do
Frey's
this.
initiative is a 17, so hey, you know.
That's really good.
Okay, so I've got to look.
I'm going to stop rolling for you guys because apparently I'm rolling well today,
You are doing very well.
which is exciting and dangerous. So, if anybody else has got initiatives, hit me with it. Hello, Archon. How you doing?
29.
Oh my fucking god.
Ooh. Oh,
6!
I mean, wow.
I rolled an
So
18.
6 for second.
6 for second.
Wait, you rolled an 18?
Yeah.
Plus 11.
Yes.
Oh god, that might be loud for
Oh,
stream.
of course you do. Yeah, of course you do. Which is going to leave us with a no for it. I know I've
13.
heard. I shouldn't have rolled, right? 13
Yeah,
for Noffert?
Is that too loud, chat?
Okay, so let me just break this down.
Turning it down to there.
No question. He's just top of the list.
Guys, what do you think of the new setup? Do you like it? Also, I feel like I missed saying hi to people because I was so frantically trying to finish the new setup.
You do indeed go first, but probably not by as much as you think, Vanda.
Okay.
So 29's fucking insane.
29's ridiculous.
Like, I've had some crazy initiative rolls on my fast rogue, but wow, I don't think I've ever gotten near that.
Okay. What have you got, Frey? I won't read all your secret personality stuff.
Okay, we're almost done setting this up.
How are you, Archon? How's it going, team?
Yep.
I need to scooch Quinn slightly up into the red
That's all right.
zone. There we
Let's
go.
offer it next.
I think that looks good. We make you a little smaller?
Followed
Just look
by...
Just inch you.
Inch me. Wait, what?
I'm inching you. Broke
Okay.
American! Welcome to the stream.
It's
it going?
Broke American.
It's Broke American!
Alright, initiative order is now set.
Oh, God.
So, let's get into it! So, funnily enough, to absolutely nobody's surprise, with a fucking 29, Vanda, kick us off. The bandit leader has stepped up, yelled, "Boys!" You hear the cell doors opening, and there is the shuffling as a few of these people step out at once. So there's only visible right now a few people in this hallway, and you have Seket and Vian. With Vian is in the cell with the bandit leader. Seket currently standing in and around the doorway. Also, yeah, Nofra, are you happy with where you have been placed?
Yep.
Oh, no, Broke, it's completely legitimate initiative. Trust me.
Wait, did they already... Can I have... No, I won't interrupt the flow. I'll shut up.
That's all right. What was going to be the question?
If I saw them all, like, grab their cells and start opening them, I wanted to do something while they were touching metal.
It kind of... Here's the thing. The
Yeah.
people in the cells were anticipating this was going to happen.
Yes.
So this was no shock or surprise to them. The fact that the doors have opened, they were standing there ready to open them.
Mm-hmm.
So them immediately swinging the doors open and coming out happened basically as he
Yeah,
yelled.
I probably
"Boys."
did not have enough time to
So,
do a reaction to that.
probably not quite enough time to be able to react in that moment. However, if there is somebody else that has not yet opened their door,
I can do that to them.
I might allow as a reaction to one of these people opening the doors you to do something. Yep.
Hi, Nadia, who isn't here?
All right. So, Fender, how do you want to do our rogue cat boy?
Looking at this one that's closest to him, I'm gonna say, "Oh no, you're gonna regret coming out here."
Okay, so the guy just down below.
Yeah,
So
that one.
he has somehow managed to actually put himself in the doorway and kind of blocked it off. He's a fairly chonky sort of an orcish lad. Doesn't appear to be carrying any weapons, funnily enough.
I'm going to stab.
Stab? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Stabby.
Stabby.
What is that? Dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits. Also, clearly not wearing any armor, so you know.
And that's sneak attack as it is one-on-one.
Correct. Yep.
$15 points of damage.
15. Holy heck. That's a really good hit. Which dagger are you using?
Oh, he's using the kick one.
Okay, keep one. Gotcha. So that's the is that a plus one or is that the ornamental one?
The +1.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Damn, 15. Very nice. So you do strike him an incredibly solid blow, and after he's just kind of, hey, look, I've got my freedom, and situates himself in this doorway to try and prevent escape, you come charging up to him, slice across, he's like, But whilst it looks like he's taken a fairly hefty hit, he's not quite down yet. He's still sort of holding up, to the point where he's actually almost holding onto that doorway after suffering the impact of that strike.
Oh, I've got another strike.
Yep.
I'm going to use the dagger Nofret gave him. And he's going to try and stab underneath his underarm for the one that's holding on the door.
Oh, yep, go for it. Yep.
Oh, that might not do well. Oh, that's a 17. Never mind.
What, to hit?
Yeah, to hit.
Oh, that hits. Again, these guys are unarmed, unarmored, so, or at least these ones are.
3.
Nice.
3 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. With a bit of speed you don't expect from somebody who's just suffered a fairly brutal wound, he does see you going for his underarm as he's holding onto the door, and he immediately sort of shoves himself sideways, and you slice along his arm as he sort of then bounces off the other side of the sill and readies himself for whatever comes next. So he's not down, but yeah, he is not looking in any way healthy. It seems like he's going to block this fucking door. Is that your go?
That is my turn.
Woo! Man, okay. Holy shit. That's a hell of a start. Up next, however, is the bandit leader.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Who, with Vian striding towards him and seemingly not focusing on anything else, he does kind of raise himself up from the bench, and it is very apparent that this foul-blooded individual is a very large man. Like, he looks like, not only is he got these mutated aspects to his body, he is easily broaching almost 7 foot tall, and he has the bulk to match. So as Vian sort of steps forward, he just grins and puts his fists together and cracks them. It's like, I took down the ranger captain here in one-on-one combat. What do you think you're going to do? And immediately just swings with pretty alarming speed for Vian's head.
Oh, God. There's nothing we can do about this. There's nothing we can do.
The only person who could do something here really is Sekhet, but I don't know if you've really got a reaction that could assist here.
Do you
I'm
have a
not
ranged
quite-
reaction is the
I'm
question.
not quite close enough because I do have Sentinel, but he needs to be.
He's
Within
not
5
close
feet.
enough, yeah, yeah. Whilst Vian might be, yeah, he is not. Okay. Well,
I'm
his
doing too
first
many things.
swing- His first swing comes across, and she actually ducks underneath it, anticipating the strike. And so he goes for a second punch. Okay, now see, here we go. Here are the bad rolls. Which she then manages to actually almost sort of sidestep as he comes under and tries to hook her under the chin after ducking. After seeing that hasn't worked, he just grins a little more, and once more brings his hands together, cracks them, and you just sort of see him start to grow a little bit in size. Like he is bulking up and getting ready for a good old-fashioned melee. But that is going to be his turn. Funnily enough, I've got NPCs all after another. So Jean actually rolled very well for the next one. And her reaction to all of this going down is one of shock and a little bit of fear. As she sort of takes a couple of steps backwards to the opposite side of the hallway and leans against it. And then immediately sort of recoils from the wall as she realizes that she's in her very pretty dress and she's in a prison. Not a great look, even though this prison's relatively clean and new because it's a new prison. She frantically looks around, sees the people to the right, and then she sort of almost half kerchacks her arm, and you hear this almost this one of these dangling bracelets that she has actually drops down into place over the back of her hand, and this almost pink sort of gem in a gold cobweb filigree chain wraps around her fist as she sort of looks back and forth between the different combatants, and then just kind of slides down and actually sits on a bench as she just sort of waits for some sort of opening. She's going to hold her turn. And then Vian is going to retaliatory strike, because why not? She's also not really going to step aside. She's just going to take this guy on face to face.
I love that
She's
plan,
rolling.
Brooke.
She's rolling about as well as he did on both strikes. So her first strike does hit him, and he just kind of shrugs it off, like there's not a lot going on there. Sorry. And her second one, he actually just kind of almost very, very insultingly lifts his leg and steps over the attack. And then just puts his leg down and just continues to glare down at Vian as his body just continues to grow larger. That would bring us to Frey.
Great. Frey Elise, who is not here today, chat. So
Yep.
I will be running them. Frey Elise kind of assesses the situation, sees 3 dudes coming towards the group, says, I don't think so, and casts Moonfall on them.
Channel Divinity?
Yeah.
She's using a Channel Divinity. Alright, so explain for peeps what that does and what needs to happen next.
I won't explain this with as much finesse as Frey, but
No, it doesn't have to be,
essentially,
just, yeah.
Frey calls down the power of their god in a giant moonbeam that somehow goes poof, through the ceiling of the prison and down, glowing on top of all of 3 of them, right?
Wait, so
Within
you're
a
angling it to the
20-foot
group to the north?
radius. Yeah. 20-foot radius in a space you can see within 30 feet. Perfect.
Yep.
The creatures
That
in
was
that
fuck
range have to make a dexterity saving throw or take bludgeoning damage as the power of moon rocks just fucking yeet them a little bit.
Destroy the fuck out of them.
Yeah, and they now glow in radiant light. And all attacks against them take advantage.
Is that on a failure? Or is that just in general?
When radiant damage are affected by the moonlit glow, attacks against the target gain advantage and they shed dim light in a 5 foot. So I think it's only if it actually sticks. You know what I mean? Like if the moon rocks stick to them.
Because I'm rolling them as group stuff. Swords and daggers. The swords guy got an 18 for a saving throw, and the daggers got 19s.
So it's a saving throw
So-
against, I guess, the magic, right?
Her DC, yeah, just whatever her standard
So her
DC would be.
DC at level 4, because that's what we have, is 14.
So upgrade it by 1
15.
because you're the higher levels, 15. Yeah, so they made their saves.
Fuck. They reduce the damage by half and prevents the application of moon glow. So they still take the 3d6 half.
Yep. So roll the damage.
I didn't have fucking. I'll just roll this 6. Okay. First one is a 5, a 4, so that's 9, and a 4 again, so that's 13 halved to 6.
7 because it's enemies.
Okay.
I round up on enemies, round down on players.
I love that
'cause,
plan.
Yep. So they take 7 each.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Frey is going to. I don't want to get Frey fucked up. Is
Do what you
my
gotta do.
issue. But I
She
have.
got armor on.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to make her step forward.
She did want to be a front liner in the,
Yeah,
in the message
yeah.
we got from her.
That's what
And
we did.
she is, the Moon Cleric is at the level now where they are kind of half kitted to be a tank.
So she takes her a step forward
Yep.
to take aggro. And
Get in
is
threat range, yep.
I don't think has a bonus action that I'm aware of, so that's going to be their turn.
No, I think creating her Radiant Sickle is a bonus action. I think, but that's I can't remember.
That'll do if I learn about a bonus action.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh no, that's I can create a sweet pastry. We're not going to do that right now.
Okay. No, fair enough. Okay.
I don't know. That'd be pretty sweet.
Today
It
is
would
not
be.
the day
But,
for nom.
all right. So
Today's
that
always
does
the day.
bring us to the daggers, boys. So sickle is a bonus action. There you go. Yeah, Perd has confirmed sickle is a bonus action. Yeah,
Okay,
I had a
great.
feeling it was. I couldn't remember. So you can, if you would like, use her bonus action to create her radiant sickle as a weapon in her fist. All right. While
Okay,
you're
yeah,
doing
I'll
that-
do it.
So these two boys are going to line up side by side, and they are both going to take the dodge action. So that is then. Get into there.
Shut up, Odysseus.
All right. Okay.
That felt good.
So that was the Daggers boys done, which brings us
Thank
to
you,
Norfolk.
Casson.
I'm a horse girl.
Is it my turn next? Okay, so now,
it
okay,
is.
I do, and then I immediately do my turn. Got it. Okay, so
Well,
first of all,
it's not immediately. I get some of the mooks in between, but yes, basically.
first of all, last game before we left, I cast Allied Footsteps on the drunk Sudawatha.
Correct.
So
You did.
Sudawatha knows where I am,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Sudawatha might not understand, but Nofrit is just gonna use her 30 feet to just fucking bop against the wall. Either wall. Bop, 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 bop. To try and act a little bit like something is
Okay.
happening because there's movement, really frantic movement. Nofrit's just going, I need to get the rest of the team's attention because there's not only Sudawatha, but the two people in the bar taking care of her, right? There's multiple people in the bar taking care of her.
Well, I mean, she's with that other adventuring group.
Yeah.
Who said that they would look after her while they're creating the distraction as well. Okay. Yeah.
It's up to you whether she
No,
is
no.
sober enough to interpret that.
Well, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to make a performance roll for me.
Poppy. I love that for me.
Yep.
Uh,
To see how well you can sell frantic motion and running around
oh, very good.
as a sense of chaotic. Help! Please help! Right the fuck now, please.
I'll give it a 13 then.
13.
Yeah,
All
it was
right.
not a very good roll.
Good though. Okay, cool. I guess you'll find out whether that does anything or not.
Great. That's my
That's your movement.
my movement is all gone.
Yep.
And I just went pop, 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 pop. And now it's a great question. I think
Dean
I'm
just looks up
going
at you
to.
like you're crazy.
I feel like I lean on this far too much. But I'm going to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
I mean, hey, if it works.
Give me a hand on that map, and the hand is just going to...
God, I don't.
I'm going to put the hand...
I've had to reset everything on my browser. I don't have a hand icon anymore.
Oh, hold on. There is actually just a hand right here. Look, boom.
I think
I'll
there is
just-
something somewhere. Yeah. I was about to say, I think there is a standard icon. Hang on, I'll take that down to. No. What are we doing? Stop it.
Sorry.
Shut up. I know what size designation I've got everything. So there we are.
So the hand is going to pop there
Yep.
just to get in the way of those two. And if either of them want to get past it, it's just going to fucking slap him. But I don't think it can do a whole... So it's just going to try
Okay.
and grab one of them
Okay.
and then
Yep.
punch the other one while it's holding it. But we'll do that next turn.
Yep.
So,
you
Maximilian
can do
Earthen
that.
Grasp. I'm now concentrating on that.
Sure.
I need a concentration thimble. Where's my concentration thimble? That's a bad thing when you forget your concentration thimble.
I'll put a C on your character on the map.
Strength saving throw, please.
Strength saving throw against the. Oh, it doesn't really matter. One on the left or one on the right.
Left. He's a cuck.
17.
17?
17.
Aw, gee willikers. Yeah, that wins.
Yep. God, Vixen.
So I think it's just, my hand is just in the way now. It doesn't do anything if it misses.
Yep.
Oh, wait. It takes 2d6 bludgeoning on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one. What?
Okay.
Okay, half as much.
That was
No.
from the strength saving throw.
A medium hand made from compact, because it's trying to do the grab and crush.
Yep. Yep.
On a failed save, it takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage and is restrained. or half as much on a 6. But that's only if it's once it's restrained, I can keep crushing them for more 2d6.
Yes, you'd have to try it again to get the.
Yeah, so I think it
restrained
just
thing again.
currently does no damage, but it's in the way.
Okay, cool.
That's what I'll
Yep.
go with.
No worries.
And that is that spell. And then we will
Indeed.
say that. What can I do for my bonus action? I just look scary with my stick. Someone else's turn now.
Okay, well that brings us to the other half of the mooks.
I'll get a turn eventually.
Yeah, you are unfortunately last on the initiative order. I am so sorry. The one with Freya-Lise is going to he's going to attempt to grapple this wee gnome. So you get to make as Freya-Lise either a strength or it's acrobatics or athletics check, and we'll do an opposed check. I got a 15.
Well, against Frey?
Yes.
That's me.
Against Frey. Yep. You're
That's
rolling
me.
Frey.
What's better, her athletics or acrobatics?
Her
Yep, you can
athletics
choose.
or
You can
acrobatics?
choose one of the
Be
two because
athletics.
you're
It's
the victim
exactly
here.
the same. Well, she's going athletics because she's strong.
Yep. She is.
Do I roll? Am I supposed to roll?
Yes.
Yes.
What did you get?
Great. At 19.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So this burly fellow sort of bends down to attempt to lift the armored Freya-Lise up off the ground, and she just kind of sets her feet with the sickle in her hand and just almost palms him away, where he just
Move.
so they're rather disturbed by the strength that this wee gnome has just exhibited.
And it was this moment they fell in love.
Yeah, that's his action. He's got Frey in front of him. Yeah, that's going to do his turn.
Copy.
The one in front of you, Vander, however, is going to take his action, and he's going to step away and disengage.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he's disengaging. Using his action to disengage.
Oh no.
And the spot is immediately filled by another one of his cohorts.
Shit. That's a thickums man. He taken up that hallway.
Yep, taking up the doorway. And he is also going to take a couple punches at you.
Who is talking
Okay.
about my hand fisting things? Stop it.
So an 18 on the first swing.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 3 points of damage, bludgeoning damage. And I'm pretty sure a 9 misses, so nothing on the second strike. And then that's going to happen. Cool. So we now... And...
I thought your camera was frozen because you were like, ah!
That's alright, I'm just doing things. So that is all of the swords, boys. Which brings us now to Sekhet!
I would
Robert,
like
yep.
to rage.
Not to rage. Go for it! So, now we get your random roll. Let's see what wild effect your rage produces.
We got an 8 on the die. Let's see what that is.
Yep.
I have a C for concentration. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I figure it's just easier to use stuff on the map as well to do it.
So, a bolt of light shoots from my chest. Another creature of my choice that I can see within 30 feet, so big boy, must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Nice.
And until my rage ends, I can use this effect again on each of my turns as a bonus action.
For a Constitution saving throw, you got a 22.
Cool. I thought he might be a bit constitution-y, being that big boy.
He's a little bit constitution-y, yep. Yeah. He does his daily constitutionals. It's not what that word means at all, but that's fine.
So I'm going to toddle into the cell.
Yep.
Not me wanting to tweak the setup while we're still live.
No, that sounds accurate, really.
And just kind of get on his side. And,
Okay.
I want to attack him, please.
Yeah, go for it.
Just inching Robert around. Your face will. Huh?
Does a 25 hit him?
It does.
Nice. That's hot.
Very good. Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna make it beautiful, I swear.
$14 damage.
14. Fantastic. And this is, what are you using? What's your weapon? Sorry?
That was the Eldritch Speed Greatsword.
Gotcha. Cool. Alright.
Dirty 20 to hit.
That hits. He's also going to retaliatory strike.
Oh.
Yep.
Do you know, I just read this properly, and I could have re-rolled my bloody initiative roll. I'm so mad!
Good to know going forward, huh? It's every time you get new kit, sometimes you forget about your new kit.
Okay. So, do I still do damage, or is he...
Yeah, do your thing, then I'll resolve his one. I should have done it after your first one, but we'll do it after your second. So we don't interrupt that.
$18.
Damage. Woo! Starting to hit. I'm liking it. Yep. So he takes those hits and suddenly realizes that somebody else has entered the cell alongside him. And so whilst he was kind of standing there sort of amping himself up to face Viarm one-on-one, he immediately just backhands towards you. And considering I rolled after your attack, I'm assuming a 26 hits you.
I'm gonna get smacked!
Oh!
Go for it, sir.
Yep. And that's for 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Halved?
It is halved because right now his attacks are not magical.
So is that already halved at 11, or...?
Nope, halve that down. So you take 5. All right.
Beckett grins, like,
Yeah.
her smile just gets so much bigger.
Yep. Is there anything else, Sickit?
Nope, I've moved, I did my bonus action, and I've done my 2 attacks as a barb.
Okay. So Gina's going to resolve her held action now.
Okay. This is mentally. I'm.
Disappears.
What the fuck?
All right, back to the top of the initiative.
Was this all done on
which is
purpose as a
Panda.
test?
Yes. Little roguey boy is up next. You have a new fresh opponent blocking the doorway in front of you.
One by one, step up.
Mhm.
All die the same. I'ma stab him.
You're so cool.
Go for it.
He really is.
Dirty 20 again.
Jeebus, Criminy, go for it.
Oh, not good. 11.
11 damage. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Takes this hit. Seemingly not quite as bad as the previous guy, but almost like he's anticipating the strike. He's sort of like just almost waiting for your follow-up.
Gonna try and catch him off guard. And I'm gonna duck down and I'm gonna stab him in the toe.
Woo, okay. You will not see that coming.
Ouch.
And with like a 24 to hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
3? Okay. All right. Yeah, the first strike, yeah, he sort of weathers that, and as you sort of go down and go to stab him in the toe, he has that knee-jerk reaction, tries to pull his foot away, and you do sort of slice open the side of his foot, which you now realize is kind of barefoot, you know, in this prison anyway, and just slice open a gnarly cut. Still standing, awkwardly, but still
Better than
standing.
he ever did. Looking like a
Probably
true survivor.
not. I mean, the survivor part might be right. I don't think he's standing better than he ever has, though.
That is my turn.
That is your turn? All right, that brings us to Bandit Leader. All right, so he's now got Vian and Sekit in front of him. He's going to try a slightly different tactic. And he reaches down these big, brawny, sort of almost dark-skinned arms and goes straight under Vian and lifts her. And then immediately spins and throws her at you, Sekir.
Damn.
She failed her grapple check. And now he's using her like a missile.
Cool.
That's a 19 to hit with a flying Vian.
Beyond connects.
Yep. Okay. Jesus Christ. So that's another 11, reduced to 5. And he's actually going to invoke one of his specials on that to increase the damage. Yeah. Halved, you take another 1. And I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
10.
In?
What the fuck
Not
is
enough.
going on?
So as he bends down and lifts Vian and spins and hurls this dwarf full force into you,
Oh no.
there's kind of like this augmented power to it that pushes you back against the cell wall.
Oh, he gonna make me mad.
And then he steps away out into the corridor.
Wait, hold on.
Hang on 1 second.
Sentinel.
Yeah, Sentinel.
That was
'Cause
why he knocked you away.
But he attacked someone else first.
Grapple? I mean, I suppose you can technically call a grapple an attack. It's not an attack action,
That's true. It's not an attack action.
but he did use her as a weapon against you. You know what? I'll allow a Sentinel counterattack. Because it's cool. So we'll allow the counterattack as Vian gets hurled towards you. And see what happens.
24?
Yeah, that hits.
Shapoopies, 50-50.
Dang it!
We're fine.
Are we?
Even used a pushing attack to get you the fuck away from him.
I know, that was really clever.
God damn it!
And that's 14 damage on that one.
Holy shit. Fucking barbarians, mate.
I think the music's a good level. No one's told me differently in chat, so
Alright,
It's fine.
and with that, he cannot move from the spot he's in, can he?
he's stuck.
Yeah.
I have one question. Sorry, with the great sword, is that 1d12 or 2d6s?
I think a greatsword's 2d6.
Sorry, I've been rolling my d12. I'll roll d6s in future.
Okay, that's cool. Yep, it's always good to sort of keep in mind of. Okay, so as your sort of strike lashes out and kind of hits him as he's hurled this dwarf at you, who Viana's, as she gets launched through the air, she's not screaming like "what the fuck," she's screaming like "oh, you fucking done it now."
She's so hot.
As this fairly hefty dwarf punches into you, he sort of goes to turn, like he's thrown her, goes to turn, and immediately you connect on the side, and he sort of looks down at the wound, and it sort of like almost reconsiders his course of action, like, the fuck. This is action. He can't do that now. Okay.
I love Sentinel, guys.
Yeah,
Sentinel is great.
Yeah. No, that's really good because that's prevented him from doing something else, which is good. Okay. He does have that he's going to do. So that's his turn, which leaves us with. All right, that leaves us with Jean, who's disappeared.
Fucking Jean?
Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, I just need to check angles of things. No. She's smart enough to not do that.
Thank you, Jane. We need it.
Fine.
We don't even know how many people are around that corner.
Fine.
Oh, hi, Ducky.
All right. Yeah. So, Vander,
Yes.
there is a moment of cold touching your shoulder, and all of a sudden your fur kind of begins to stand up a little bit, and almost like it solidifies in this frost. And then you see a hand materialize on your shoulder with a gold filigree cobweb sort of jewelry design and a gem in it. And Jean lifts her hands away and just gives you a smile. You now have a defensive spell on you.
Ooh.
And should that come into effect, then I will let you know what happens.
Interesting.
But she reappears right next to you. And that's her turn. Which brings us to a very angry Viana.
Ugh, hot.
All right.
My battle sister, we got this.
Yeah. She immediately lifts herself up
The hot one.
off the ground, doesn't even bother to dust herself off, and just snorts like, and just sets herself and full on charges. Despite the fact that this guy is still growing in size, she's charging directly for his knees. Unfortunately, as she sort of connects with his knee, he sort of reaches down and almost kind of swats her away. And upon sort of sliding away, she immediately repivots and then goes to do it again, and she rolls even worse. And he literally just knees her in the face as she comes in towards his other leg, where she ends up taking a step away, clearly looking incredibly frustrated. So as her bonus, she's going to start amping up her gift. And you start hearing the bells, the bars on the cell start rattling a little more. All right. That's going to be her turn, which brings us to Frey.
Okay, Frey-Elise is going to turn around slightly, like looking over her shoulder at Sigurd and go, "Hey, are you okay?" And is going to cast Shield of Faith on Sigurd. For a
Okay.
concentration spell.
Do you need to be able to see them?
Yes. 60.
You can't.
I can't see Sigurd.
Sekid is in the cell around the corner from where Frey-Elise is. Yeah.
Okay.
If Sekid was a little further towards the joining wall, then I'd say, yep, sure, but not from where
Currently
she is.
can't see.
Yeah.
Can she take a 5-foot step to the right and be able to see?
Yeah, if she was here,
Staying within melee range, just kind of.
Yep.
yeah.
See, there doesn't allow it. There, I would say you can allow it. Yep.
Okay, so she takes like a sidestep to look through the doorway. Casts Shield of Faith has now got a concentration spell on her.
Okay.
You now
And-
have +2 to your AC. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what Shield of Faith does. Yep.
Yeah.
So +2 AC on sick hit.
That.
Cool.
And
Is that the one where I'm not allowed to attack?
No, that's Sanctuary.
No.
Shield of Faith just is a straight AC buff.
It's just just a boost to your
Yep.
Good
because
spell.
you need to live because you're stuck in that cell. And then Frey is going to lash out with her cool sickle for her actual action because Shield of Faith is a bonus action.
Yeah, it
I
is.
thought
Yep.
it through. Yeah, sickle,
She's attacking with the circle.
moon
All right.
sickle, and I believe that is a radiant blade. So that is a
That is her Radiant Blade. Yep, on her character sheet. Her Rad Blade.
so 17.
17 to hit. That hits.
Fuck yes. Okay, and then it takes a D4. Oh, max damage. So 8 total. 4 of which are radiant.
All right. What did you roll for damage?
4, and then it's +4 radiant.
I actually think the damage dice has increased since then.
Oh.
I think it's a D6 now.
I can.
So you can re-roll that if you would like, but you don't. Or you can take. The
I'm gonna
4
just
for
take
now,
the
if
max
you
off the 4. I'm just gonna because knowing me, I'd fuck it up.
well, that's what I figured. I'll offer it. I'll offer
Okay,
it.
next time though, I'll remember it's a 6.
Yep. All right, and this glowing moonlight blade slices into the side of him, and he's just okay. But he takes the hit.
Yeah.
These guys do certainly seem to be a little bit tougher than your everyday run-of-the-mill common
Cool.
bandit,
Well, that's fun.
as has been mentioned.
I think that is Frey's turn done.
Okay. That brings us to the daggers,
she's
boys.
moved a little bit. She doesn't really have a free action. Well, other than checking on Sickit.
Okay. So, I get to move here. With that. Mute. So, these two boys up here with the thing in front of them
Yeah.
are actually still, they're going to, again, take the dodge action.
I don't like that.
And
Just-
out into the hallway from the cell directly behind where Jean was, another guy steps out.
Oh, not near me.
Right near you. Directly opposite the cell from where the bandit chief was. Looks around, sees what's going on. And yeah, he is going. You can see. No. What would he? No, he knows what he would do. He is going down to engage with Jean.
I thought Jean was invisible.
Not
Jean's
anymore.
visible now.
Not after she cast the defensive spell on Vander. That does connect though, because Jean's AC is shit.
What,
And it does appear as though this guy actually is armed. This is only with sharpened bit of wood, but it's something.
Something, indeed.
And wow, okay, he does 8 points of damage to Jean with his attack. And then, as his bonus action, go on disengage and move here.
Oh,
And that's
why the
that's-
fuck you stand next to me?
So you can cast lightning and get 2 people.
you heard the part about military training? Right, and that's their turn, which brings us to Nofrit.
Yeah.
You do in fact
You've
see this guy
changed.
with a sharpened bit of wood standing there. You're not entirely sure if he's looking directly at you, but he has come very, very close to you after going up behind Jean and stabbing into her side from behind and then immediately pulling away.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I'm only hitting myself, Vixen, until I take the NPCs off the board.
I don't want you to take them off the board.
Okay, I'm
You
going
want me
to.
to? Yeah, I want to.
I'm going to. This is. You changed so many of my ideas. Okay.
Good.
I'm going to. I'm going to reach out and grab this man by the shoulder, casting Shocking Grasp on him.
Ooh, yeah, go for it.
It's now a 2d8.
Yep.
But I have to actually hit him with it.
You
Hit
do.
him with it! Oh, that's a bajillion. That's it's a 27.
I'm pretty sure that hits.
Yeah, pretty sure that hits. And then we're gonna do 2d8. Gets 2 plus 3. Fucking only 5 damage.
Only 5?
But
Five,
it can take
5
no
win?
reactions for the rest of the game.
is-
For the rest of
is-
the round.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's literally
Yeah.
2d8, and I
there's
rolled
no
a 2 and a
plus.
3.
Oh, no, that's right. The metal things only gives you advantage. Yeah, that's right.
It gives
I'm
metal.
thinking about the
gives-
metal thing. Yeah, but
Metal
he's
gives
not
me
wearing metal,
advantage
so
on the attack itself.
Yeah. So he can't take reactions. Yep.
But
No,
he
good
can't
call.
take reactions until next turn.
That's good.
And then I am. You know what? Just because it's gonna do it anyway, I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to re-roll both of them. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points to do empowered. It's still a 2, and that's still a 3. Well, so I've basically spent the points, but 2 of my glyphs, my chin,
Activate.
boof, my throat, boof, start to glow with a blue arcane light, or like
Ooh,
teal,
Okay. Yeah.
which is what I
These
wanted.
little
anyway.
stars that start lighting up on you.
Yeah, little like arcane constellations, and then there's
Hmm.
like a little glow that links between down my throat.
Okay.
So cool.
So that was my bonus action to do that, and then my action to do the spell. I can move. I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. Yep.
Where there's nowhere else better to go.
All right now.
That's fucking it.
Okay. That's it? That's your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, that brings us to the swords boys. So, this guy is now out of view. Except for the trail of blood he'll be leaving. Right. This guy didn't quite learn his lesson the first time, but he's again going to attempt to grapple Frey. With an 18 this time. So
Okay,
acrobatics or
phrase.
athletics challenge. Yep.
Okay, cool. Can do. Release with light. Rolled and got a 15.
15. Okay, not enough. So this guy grapples Frey Elise.
Roll for concentration if it grapple.
Nope, no damage.
Okay, cool.
And then he is going to use, because now that he's grappling half of his movement, to drag her into the cell here.
She can't fight back.
No, she's grappled.
Wow. Okay.
And that is going to be his turn.
Oh, whoops.
So this guy...
I was here. I don't know.
You're a little higher than that, but that's fine.
Okay, sorry.
you
I
were
accidentally
about-
grabbed me when I swifted.
That's right. You were about there. That's close enough. Alright, so the guy facing Vander, now seeing that Jean is also there, unlike some of these other guys not knowing who that is, he's going to keep swinging at Vander. And that's a big fat miss with the first one. Oh, the second one, though, is a 22.
That hits.
All right. And he does 5 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Uncanny dodge.
Except he doesn't do 5 points of damage to you.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And instead takes 5 points of damage as your fur immediately sort of forms into these big stand-up icicles and pierce his fist as he goes to strike you. And just you see the blood spatter all the way up his arm, and it's like, huh? And the icicle kind of melts back down. Jean cast a version of Armor of Agathis on you.
Nice.
So it gives you temporary hit points, of which there is 10 remaining, and he just took 15 points of cold damage.
Wait, can my uncanny dodge reduce that even more?
So, well, the Armor of Agathis procs first, I think. I mean, you can try if you like.
I mean, I'm asking you how
yeah, I
would you
don't
rule
know.
it? Like,
I'm not sure how that works. Whether it's the armor first, because uncanny dodge reduces the damage you take, but you technically didn't take any damage.
Like when you
Yeah,
when
no,
an attacker that you
no,
see
actually, I
hits you
think,
with
yeah.
an attack,
Yeah, I'll
use
allow
a
it. I think
reaction
that's
to
cool. So that means you have 13 points remaining on your temporary hit points, and he still takes 15 points
Yeah.
of damage.
I'm gonna keep this going.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
Yeah, it's a version of Armor of Agathis, which is relatively good. That can be put on somebody else for a short time. Okay, I think... No, that's not quite everyone. Now they are done. Okay,
Actually, with the moonbeam, do they have to, if they're still standing in it, it's not like...
and... No, I don't think so. That brings us to Sekhet.
Doesn't it?
Oh, me?
Yeah, oh you.
I am probably. Can I see
You've got
the
to
guy that moved up
substitute.
next to Sekhet? Nofret?
Given where he's standing, yes, you could.
I want to use my bonus action to strike him with my bolt of energy.
Ooh, now is your bolt of energy, does it stop when it hits somebody or does it pierce?
It just hits one person that I can
Okay.
see.
Cool. And it's a saving throw, not an attack roll, isn't it?
It's
Okay, yeah, cool.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, sweet. Because I was about to say if it's an attack roll and you miss. But no, okay. Yep, Constitution saving throw. Cool. So you're going to redirect your unibeam at him?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a fail con save. I'm not even going to bother mathing that one. That's a 7 on the dice, so no.
Excellent. So he takes 1d6 radiant damage,
Yep. Which one's it?
which is 3,
Woo, okay.
and he is blinded until the start of my next turn.
Oh, okay. Blinded. Very cool.
Then I'm going to turn back to this big boy.
Yep.
I'm going to just smile up at him, grin at Vian, and kind of charge up and try and smack him with my greatsword.
Go for it. Go for it.
18.
18 hits.
Rolling my 2d6s.
Alright. Yeah, Uncanny Dodge is such an easy thing to forget, but it's such a good ability.
Some of these spells, I wonder if they're travel spells. Not combat.
11 damage.
Whew. Okay. There's a lot of wounds and injuries starting to crop up on this boy's body. He
When
doesn't look like he's slowing down a huge amount, but he's certainly looking like he's he's very much looking like he's being in a battle.
when he's getting bigger, is he like smashing his like hands together, activating something, or is it just
He hasn't done that since the start, no.
Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
just going to have another go at him.
So we'll step you forward so you're closer to him.
So that's a dirty 20.
Oof, yep, that hits. Damn. Barbarians, man.
14 damage.
Okay. Yep,
And
he's
that's it.
definitely bleeding rather profusely from several wounds. Some pretty stonking big hits there. Okay, so Seket's turn is done. That brings us back to the top. Vanda!
Well, we're still standing. Let's see if we can change that. And I'm gonna stab him!
All right, go for it.
Don't you just love uncomplicated martial characters?
Oh, God. I should have made you play Frey, but I was trying to be sympathetic because you work today.
Oh, I appreciate that.
No worries.
That's a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hurts.
I have to edit you again.
I'm actually rolling really well today.
Sounds like a couple of you are. And it's the fact that I'm rolling both very well and very terribly, alternating.
No, it was definitely better when it was before. Okay.
19 points of damage.
Oh shit! Yeah. So you solidly strike this guy with, I'm assuming, Kek's dagger still.
Mhm.
And his sort of stoic, I'm gonna take whatever you throw at me look immediately fades into this sort of look of pain, and then his eyes glaze over and he just kind of starts to topple against the side of the frame. And he's out.
Nice.
Completely out.
That took a little longer than I thought. Can I see anybody else behind him? Anybody else gonna step up?
Well, as he drops to the ground, I'm just trying to. There we go, I'll just do this. We'll just put. That works. As he topples to the ground, you do see that there is another one of these bandits behind him. However, this bandit is not alone. This bandit also appears to have prepared himself a shiv, and he is holding it to the throat of a young boy who is dressed in some pretty simple farm clothes with some sandy hair, who's just kind of looking at the violence that's just been enacted in front of him, going, "Oh." And as his comrade sort of falls down in front of him, this guy just immediately sort of brings the shiv a little bit closer to the boy's neck.
Vixen's face is, "You're indulging children again, Quinn."
Okay, look, he's maybe 14 years old, alright? In a world of fantasy and shit, that's like almost marryable age.
Horrible, but true.
Yeah, I mean, you know. But no, he looks very, very youthful.
Let's see how fast you are. And I'm going to use my feline agility.
Ooh, yeah.
Gonna get that massive burst of speed.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to use my second attack to be a sleight of hand, and I want to steal the dagger from her that he's holding against the kid's throat.
Oh, you're gonna try and, like, disarm this boy?
Yeah. I want to flex.
Yeah, you know what? Let's
Roll these.
roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier to it.
Okay.
Pretty sure you win because I rolled a 2 on the dice. So
Oh, I rolled a 15 on the die.
yeah, I'm pretty
Woo!
all right. If your attack, what I'll say is roll an attack, and if your attack hits, oh no, yeah, no, we can do sleight of hand. Yeah, do it because you're not actually attacking him, are you? You're just trying to disarm him.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yep. Do a sleight of hand check.
I just want his dagger.
Yeah. The crude chunk of metal that he somehow managed to secrete away.
That's really unfortunate because
Yep.
I rolled a 10, which only means it's a 19.
Oh, is that all? Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to succeed. Yeah, no, okay. How do you
Why
manage
did I
to
bother?
take this chunk of metal from his hand? Like tell me how Vander manages to do that.
Damn.
Oh, he's gonna do it really, really elegantly with just like the tips of his fingers. I don't. Oh yeah. So it's gonna be like held there, and he's gonna like grab it and just flick it away.
Okay,
And
so
he's gonna be holding it like that towards the.
You're like, denied.
Yeah, pretty much.
okay, so you're kind of grabbing it with your fingers and flipping it around back towards him in the same motion.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, all right. Yeah, this guy, it's only been a little bit since these guys were actually in battle not so long ago. So you'd think their reflexes would be a little sharper than what they are. This guy is intensely underprepared for the huge burst of speed put on by this this lycanthropic entity in front of him. And before he sort of actually gets through the motion of going to slice the kid's neck, the dagger is already gone, and his hand then goes through the motion. It's like, oh. It just sort of looks back up at you and like he doesn't know whether he doesn't know whether he's scared or amazed. It's
Or kind of
probably
turned
a little
on,
bit of
just maybe a
both.
little bit.
A little bit in love.
A
Yeah.
little bit
it's
turned on.
possibly a little bit of both. Yeah. All right. Anything else, Vander?
No.
I'm assuming you're going to get within sort of like melee range of him.
Oh yeah, that was the
Yeah.
point of the speed. Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. That's me.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, now I'll enter that into the initiative
I
order.
love our new character art. It's so fucking cute.
It's so cool, isn't it?
It makes me happy.
Alright. So that brings us to the bandit chief. And he, now that he has the two, he's again surrounded here. Yeah.
Why
can't
is
do
he
that.
blind? Why is that guy blind? Wait, I missed
Uh,
that.
Because Seket's rage.
Oh,
her
so he has
beam
no
has come in blinded.
reactions and he's blind.
Yeah, he's not doing so well
Sucks
for
to
somebody
be
who
him.
is launching a sneak attack from that cell. He's been pretty well muted at this point. So, the bandit chief is going to immediately sort of start thrashing his upper body around, stamping his feet, and then at the same time he lashes his arms back and strikes the wall of the cell behind him and lets out a roar. I need Vian and Sekhet to make a strength saving throw, please.
That Shield of Faith does not help you.
Nope, not with that, it will not. And that's not going to help Vian with a natural 1.
What? No,
26.
Beyond.
6?
Do we have reactions to help that? No.
Okay, so
We're not
26.
bards. Fuck. We're not bards.
So thankfully that's halved.
Ah.
So it's halved because you saved. What is... So you take 7 points of force damage as you feel this huge blast of energy, magical energy, explode out of this guy and attempt to fling you away from him. Vian takes the full damage and is flung away.
No.
There is, though, a guy in the way, so instead she slams into him. So she's not having a good day.
Captain Blind in the corner.
Yep, and so they actually will both take some damage from that.
Oh, good.
And
He doesn't know what the fuck hit him either.
no,
Ah!
you've got absolutely no idea. He's starting to get a little frustrated at your existence, Sekhet.
Nice. Keep it up.
Good.
Yeah, just at the fact that you are there and you are not letting him get to what he wants to get to.
Stubborn.
Yep,
I could
so that's his
be
action. So he's
screen
going
reading this whole
to
time.
use his bonus action. Prep that one. Okay, cool. That's his turn. Jean, after seeing what Vanda's just done, recognizes the kid.
Oh no.
And her entire action is a little bit of shock, a little bit of surprise, and then she just calls out, Ty, just like the captain taught you. And you see the boy immediately kind of nod and get a smile on his face, and he looks down, and he looks up at the bandit holding him. He's like, Mister, I hate to tell you, but your shoes are untied. And the guy looks down and is like, I'm not wearing shoes, and he immediately stamps on the guy's foot. And he's going to attempt to make a break for it, which he does. And he managed to also disengage. Now, Vanda, because you are in this hallway, you can now see that there are multiple other prisoners.
Oh, fuck.
And this kid, seeing that there are all these people in the way, immediately jumps into this cell to get out of the way. And that's actually going to be her go. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's what I'm doing. Because
Shit.
it was actually kind of a magically enhanced command, so. Brings us to Vian, who just is angry and just getting angrier and more pissed off. And she just bounced into this guy, and he's there, and he is now going to be a victim of rage.
Roger.
Yeah. And she
Menage
actually
a trois.
finally. She
Rage
does
times
9
2.
points of damage. So this blinded guy who's just had a Vian hurled into him, she sort of once again kind of staggers to her feet, sees what she impacted, sees that you're right there, Nofrit, and then it's just kind of like, no. And then just immediately reaches down and smashes her fist into his knees, and he just and topples sideways, where she then reaches down and punches him in the temple.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
Ah!
He didn't survive that second strike.
I was gonna enjoy hitting him, but you know, Vivian, you're hot. I'm not gonna lie. Nofrit's impressed.
And then she's going to use her movement to once again close in with the bandit leader. Mr. Frey, who's currently grappled.
Okay, Frey is going to reach up behind her and grab this guy's face and cast blindness on him.
Okay, cool.
I'm not sure what else to do, but it felt kind of poetic.
Yeah,
So she
that's
she
cool.
floods the light of all of the 3 moons into his eyes and blinds him.
Beautiful. Right, what's he have to do?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
15?
That is her DC.
Meets it, beats it, so yeah.
Ah, fuck!
I
He
had to remind
blinks.
myself of meeting it, yeah.
He blinks.
He blinks. He blinks right the moons out of him, yeah.
Okay. She's like, you want a pastry? I don't know what else to do. So, she can't use her
Okay.
bonus action to try and get out of the grapple. That would take her action. She spent the
It's an
action trying to.
Yeah,
blind
it's an action
him.
to break her grapple, yeah. So she's still grappled by him, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think
Okay.
there's much else I can do.
Okay.
I don't know. Because I've already cast a spell, so I can't cast another thing.
Not unless it's a
I don't
cantrip.
even.
I don't think she's got much of a bonus action cantrips, so
No, because Sacred Flame and Guidance are not.
no.
No. That's her turn. It didn't work out, but I thought it was cool. I thought it was something
So-
Frey would do.
So that brings us to daggers.
Hi,
So-
Mikey. How are you, beautiful?
That guy's dead. This guy has just been completely and thoroughly disarmed by Vanda, and has had this kid escape, and is a little confused. no, he has the resolve. That's fine. He's going to attempt to grab his dagger back off you, Vander.
Okay.
But he is in no way as dexterous or as fast as you are. So it's going to be an attack roll at disadvantage to see if he manages to grab it. Which with an 11, I'm pretty sure he does not.
Wop wop.
And that's actually going to be like, and now he's going to back away and kind of get away down here. He's not disengaging though. He seems a little too rattled to do that. So if you want to take a reaction, you can.
Does that look better? Fine.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep, okay. Womp womp.
Da 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 da. 18.
That's it. Yep.
Oh.
Is that sneak attack?
It would qualify for sneak attack normally? Yes, it would. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, opportunity attacks still qualify as sneak attacks.
I'm sorry.
Oh dear. Oh, also, by the way, Vix, I did see the happy, excited at the little thing there a moment ago.
23. This is the best rolls I've done so far. No, 23
That's
points of damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this guy doesn't get anywhere. He is now also dead.
Everybody's dead.
He reaches out to go grab his dagger, is immediately like, oh, you okay? No, that's not going to happen. Starts backpedaling, and as he kind of half turns to get the fuck away from you,
Oh, just stab him with his own dagger in the back of his neck.
insult to injury, just this raw chunk of really badly hewn metal straight into the side of his neck, and just insult to injury, and yet the injury was bad enough, and this guy drops. He is now out of it as well. Holy shit! Okay, Vander doing some fucking work.
Maybe you boys want to go back into your cell.
So so now this guy is going to come up. He also has a shiv. And no, that's not their turn. He is going to make a swing at you.
Yeah.
No, that's not going to hit.
Oh.
However, there are another fella enters the corridor up here.
Well,
And that, yep, those two are maintaining their blockade. That is their turn. So, Nufrit, you're up.
I'm gonna look at Vian and look at the guy on the ground and be like, then I'm gonna focus. And I'm gonna go, did the woman even say you could touch her? And I'm going to walk into the room with fucking Frey and this man. I'm gonna fucking, cause she's short. He's taller.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna wind up with my quarterstaff. I'm just gonna fucking beat his head in. He's got no hands free. I'm gonna try and hit him with the snake end of the stick. I don't hit with sticks often. We're changing it up a bit, people.
Yeah, make your attack roll. This can only go well.
This can only go terribly, but you know.
Hit him with a snake end.
Hit him with the snake end. I think this is. Is it a +1 weapon? I know it's an arcane focus. That's what we chose.
Yeah.
So I just get my dexterity and I'm proficient with it, so I get +5 to the roll, right?
I believe it counts as a strength.
Strength?
Because it's not a finesse weapon.
Well, I get +2 to the roll.
However, you know, if you choose to use it as a combat stick a little bit more often, who knows how it will evolve over time.
Well, that's what I'm gambling on. Ooh. 17. I actually rolled really well.
That's a hit.
Hey, I smack it with the snake
It's really
end!
good. Because as a reaction, he was immediately going to try and interpose Frey as a meat shield, but your hit works, so that doesn't matter.
Cool. Smacking him
Yeah,
across the
he
face.
spends his reaction, and it doesn't do anything because you managed to hit him anyway.
So I have a 4 next to the snake. Quarterstaff. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I hit
It's a d6 of damage. That's something else.
a d6 minus 1 because of my strength. Right?
Yes.
1.
1. 1 damage.
But hey, you know, I hit him in the eye with the snake end. So
Yep.
It's alright. You broke his concentration. That grapple is never mind.
I don't think that's how grapples work.
hang on,
but
let me see if they're 1 point of damage.
Yep.
He rolled 16 on the dice. I
gonna be
think
pivotal.
he's okay.
Well,
It was certainly a good effort.
yeah, an effort. That's what
Alright.
I was doing.
That counts.
I mean, to be fair, this guy you just struck, he was not looking good in the first place. He is actually rather injured.
Okay.
There's a very good chance you probably could have knocked him out with that attack if
If
rolled high.
I had
Yeah.
if I had any will to live. I'm going to I don't think I have any bonus action spells. Action, and I don't have the sorcery thing to change them, which
No.
I
The
regret,
transmutation? No.
but I don't. That's fine.
Maybe future things.
Maybe future things. Maybe future me will. And we've decided it was an action to make my idols wake up, just like
Correct.
the hand. So
Yep.
I can currently do nothing other than stand there and be annoying
Menacing.
for the guy
Okay.
so that he lets go free.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing with my life, Governor. You know, me
Cool.
and Frey, we both sucked this round, and I don't know if it's that player. I think it's a them problem.
No.
So that's your turn?
Yep.
Okay, that brings us to the sword boys. So speaking of, the one that's currently grappling Frey, he's going to maintain his grapple.
Just gonna shove it. Can I not?
And he's actually just going to kick out at you, Nofrit, because, you know, you sort of slapped him with the stick, and he's kind of like, what? And he's just going to immediately sort of, like, kick back. Although I'm pretty sure rolling a 4 on the dice doesn't do anything.
He doesn't hit me!
So he's going to plant his foot and then kick with the other one, which apparently looks like it's his more dominant foot,
Got it.
because that's an 18.
Even with my AC boosts. It's not fair.
What? I mean, he does 3 points of bludgeoning damage with his kick.
I'm going to eat it. I'm going to take that
Are you
damage.
conscious? Are you still are you
Would
okay?
you?
Oh, the fair.
38.
All right. So that brings us to the rest of the swords, boys. So this one,
I could have burst one of my runes and
Like
not taken
him.
any of that damage,
oh,
but
damn it, you
I
could
wanna-
have, but
I wanna
it was
look
also
cool.
it was also 3 points of damage. So snap to the grid. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and he's going to stop there because he saw where the kid went.
oh,
Oh, you bastard.
Yep, and the other two are now blockading again. Right, that's the swords, boys. Sekir, you're up.
Alrighty, I want Big Boy to roll a Constitution saving throw. Which
Okay.
he'll probably pass.
17.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm going to just smack him again.
Go for it.
Is he looking hurt?
He's looking like he's not looking happy and healthy. He's gone from looking very arrogant and smug to like I've got this to right, you're becoming a real fucking problem, but I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with that problem. He's not looking healthy. He's looking rather hurt, but you're not sure. Like he's still standing there and not wavering, sort of thing.
She's gonna be really, really mad because he's just not responding how she wants. so she's gonna go reckless on it.
It's a bit of mutual thing there. You're not responding how he wants, and he's not responding how you want.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, whoa, shit! Bring it on, baby!
Fuck yeah.
So, are we doing it so that it's max damage, then I roll again?
Max damage, then roll. I think that's nicer. I genuinely think that's a nicer way of doing it. You don't accidentally roll shit on it, so I feel like that's a better way of doing nat 20 damage. You just had to, didn't you?
Previously
24
on-
damage.
24? Woo!
Ooh.
Yeah, that hit looks like it hurt, and you actually do see a slight little sort of shudder run through him as he takes that hit, and almost kind of... Okay, maybe now I've got something to be concerned about.
Can I do
That's my
reckless on my
sister.
second attack as well? Or...
You can. Yeah, or I think the way reckless is supposed to work is you stay reckless on your first attack of the turn, and it's both attacks. You don't get to, like, I think if you pick reckless, it's all of your attacks that turn, as far as I'm aware.
You're just rajaying and you're just going for it.
Yeah.
I need to come up with a plan.
23 to hit.
I have a plan.
3 hits. I have a plan. Attack.
Oh! I needed to roll concentration.
I haven't been adding my fucking rage damage.
Oh dear.
My hand
Fix
disappears.
that.
When?
Oh, did you lose your concentration?
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. Cool.
So
Good to know.
that's 16 damage.
16. Yeah, this boy's not looking terrifically happy at all.
What, am I glitched it?
Which what?
What? I glitched it?
Oh, right, the thing.
Because I tried to touch the hand, you deleted it, and then it was freaking out.
Oh, right. Yeah, I just got rid of it.
Beck, don't touch things.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no, the bandit leader, no, he's not. Like, just in that last 2 turns, he's gone from being, I've got this under control, to, who the fuck are you? Okay, anything else, Sickit?
No, I think that's fine.
Holy shit. Okay, that brings us to Vander.
Okay.
True.
Decision. Thank you, Nugget.
Yep.
Alright.
I am going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
I'm going to take a 5-foot step back up into the hallway over this dead body.
Yep.
Or more on this dead body.
Yep.
So it is just me and the dagger boy. So it is still 1-on-1,
Mano-y
and then
mano.
I'm going to strike him.
Okay.
My sneak
Yep.
attack wouldn't work if I'm fighting 2 opponents.
Yeah.
It has
I'm
to be a
just-
1v1.
I think this guy... Oh, I know you because you disengaged, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. No? Cool.
Smart.
Yep. Tactics, baby. Yep.
Yeah, gotta think about it. I'm not just a stabby boy.
No, it's good. Because as you can see, I'm kind of starting to use tactics against you guys.
I tried to copy you and hit
Like,
something, and it
properly.
didn't work out for me, so.
Okay. Yeah, make your attacks.
Oh, it's a natural 20!
Shit, son! The fuck, man.
Good
Okay.
job. GG's. GG's.
Yep. Good. Yep. Well done.
Okay.
Discord. We need to add so many of our own noises.
Yeah. So keeping in
Is
mind,
large.
sneak attack, and it's max damage, and then
Yeah,
you roll.
I'm trying to work it out. So it
Sorry.
was
We need a natural 20 and a nat 1 noise.
18, 22 plus 15 is 30, 37? No? 22 plus 15?
Yep. That is
37
overkill.
plus 4. We're not done yet.
This guy had 15 health. I just wanted to see
41.
what the math ended up being.
41.
Wow. I hit with
41?
1.
Holy
I
shit.
hit for 1.
Um,
You did 40 more damage than me.
I mean, the moment you said it was a natural 20 against this guy, against almost any of these daggers guys, it's
Oh
like
my
the road
God.
critting against one of them. No, they're done.
They're dead.
Yeah.
Oh no.
There's nothing that guy had in the tank to do anything about that. Absolutely 100% massacred. As you sort of weave your way away from the sword boy and just eviscerate this fool.
It was like a duck flick spin stab, and then I'm going to step back in because I've got one more attack, and this guy's here. So,
Yeah, you do. Yeah, because we're using like that extra. You can use attacking roll, the 2 fighting attack roll. He's stepping back in to attack this guy. Okay, all right.
it was a bounce out, bounce back in.
Yep.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
That's 4 points of damage.
Man,
Repulsed.
numbers mean nothing to you.
Honestly, Vander is our killer. If you look at his end of the hallway in
Yeah, I
comparison,
know. It's certainly looking that way.
I'm gonna,
4, was it?
Yeah, 4.
Okay.
Yell back down the hallway.
Meanwhile,
I've
I
only
made
got
a
2
giant
left.
head.
How are you guys doing?
Yeah, same.
All right. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay.
That's funny.
Right. Bandit leader.
Oh,
Yeah.
keep picking up the bodies.
He's going. Yep. Okay, so I need Vian and Seket to make a dexterity saving throw. As once again he lets out a yell, but this time from his tusks, they almost shoot out these projectiles. So you can see it coming, so I think you get your danger sense, or whatever it is that allows you to get advantage on the dexterity thing.
Yep.
So you'll get that. Vian.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, that's enough. And Vian saves too. As these 2 sort of spiked projectiles come flying out from his tusks in an attempt to knock you away and pin you up against something. And as you both manage to dodge, there's almost this moment where he starts to deflate a little bit. And he sort of looks around. He can't see Jean anymore. It's kind of like, fine. You want a name? I'll give you a name. And he puts his hands up in the air.
Ooh.
And that brings us to Jean,
Interesting.
who
Interesting.
has now seen Ty run that way and you step down there. She's not aware of what's going on down there. She does hear him call out, and so she does sort of flick back over her shoulder. It's like, we need that name, and just steps into the doorway to see what's happening here. And given that she now has kind of a clear shot and there's nobody else around, the gauntlet sort of thing that she's got, the jewelry filigree thing, she sort of gives it another shunk, and these almost like extensions of the cobweb come down over the ends of her fingers, and you see as each one lights up with a different color gem. And she sort of just points one finger, and a lightning bolt sparks off down towards the bleeding man further down the corridor.
Does she have a Chaos Bolt glove? That's
She is. You've heard talk about Jean and how she is an inventor. All right.
She can invent this all the way over here, you know.
Well, he rolled a
least for Dane.
5 on his dexterity save, so I'm pretty sure he's not going to make it. And given that he has, after his encounter with Vander, 2 health left, and I'm going to be rolling more than that in dice, I'm not even going to bother rolling damage.
You could roll a 0, right?
That was the guy that disengaged and got the fuck away. He had 2 health left. As this sort of lightning bolt arcs out from this sort of weird jeweled, it's not really a glove, but yeah, this jeweled mechanism on her hand, and just lights into him, and he just immediately slams into the wall, shakes, and then slumps down, and then the lightning bolt sort of ricochets around the walls a little bit before diffusing.
Nice.
And then she's going to turn around and take stock of what's going on. And I literally just dropped my mouse, and I'm pretty sure I heard the thing break. Cool. So let's just... Yep.
You have a pet mouse? I'm joking.
Yeah, and I broke it apparently.
Did you stand on it?
Alright, so...
Pat your tongue. Little
Shut up,
mouse.
Matt.
She can totally invent this, right, Dane? Dane knows what's up.
Alright, give me a moment.
No, you're fine. After Jean, is it Frey's turn?
No, it's Vian.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck? Oh, it's a test? Fuck off.
What?
Oh, it was the emergency
you did get
system.
that.
Yeah, the emergency
Oh.
system.
I got mine too.
There we
you
go.
There it is. That alert was not the vibe. No. Okay, I'll find the other pieces of my mouse shortly. I will continue. With
Oh,
it.
test message. This is a test of the emergency mobile alert.
I'm going to roll a check for Vian. She succeeds. Okay. So upon hearing this bandit chief say about, "Hey, we'll give you a name," you can sort of see that she's got the veins pulsing in her temple, and her shoulders are still tensing, and she looks like she just wants to keep punching and beating this guy. And she sort of lets out a breath. And she just sort of stands there and waits. She doesn't lower her fists, but you can sort of see that she is really trying to restrain herself from doing some more damage to this guy. And just through gritted teeth, give us the name. Oh, we got a raid.
Peanut Butter Rampage! Hello, sweetheart! Welcome to
Hello,
Dungeons
raiders.
and Dragons
Hello.
and a tense moment.
The Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
So that'll do for Vian's turn. She's going
Okay.
to hold her action in case this guy does choose to do anything untoward.
Hi, Raiders.
Hello,
Dark Frost.
So that brings us to Frey, who is still being grappled.
Okay, and I am playing Frey today. So
You are
that's-
indeed.
That's me.
Right.
Okay. Frey is going to spend her action. Get this. To break the grapple.
Go fly.
Hi, Peanut Butter. How are you today?
There it is. There's the other part of my mouse. I couldn't afford it.
Okay. That was a decent roll. These dice that my sister got me, so fucking good.
Wow. I think you're gonna get this.
15.
Yeah, I rolled a 4 on the dice, and even with his really good athletics, that's not enough.
Ooh, baby.
So Frey does in fact manage to break the grapple and drops to the ground at the feet of this dude that had been grappling her in this cell. So,
She goes prone?
no,
Oh, okay. Oh, because she's short.
because yeah, he'd lifted her up to more easily drag her away. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And she has Eric the Canadian. Thank you for the follow. Wow. Welcome to the exploration and the combat where we might die.
I told you last week you guys would be fine. What are you worrying about?
I'm worried. Peanut butter. Resub. That's so sweet.
I am a horse girl.
Welcome to all the horse girls and shit.
Because she's a gnome.
She's a
'Cause
gnome
she's a gnome.
getting picked up by a human. I still don't think she has many bonus action-y things.
She doesn't. That's one of the
That's
downsides
one of the
about this
curses.
particular cleric. Yeah, she doesn't have a lot of bonus action stuff.
That is guidance build.
Guidance bolt is not a bonus action.
It's
is
an
it?
action.
It is
It's
not.
very much an action. Yeah.
What a penis. All right. That is her.
It's gonna be your turn.
Yep, she's just gonna stand there with her moon, like radiant sickle moon blade, just ready to hurt someone.
Okay. So also what I should have done is, because he moves on the same turn as Jean, and that guy's now dead. The little boy.
Oh, he runs away.
And then he's going to use his action.
Okay, he's gone. Okay, cool.
He's attempting to get away.
Peanut butter, what are you
But
streaming today?
if Freya's done, that brings us to the daggers, boys. So another one.
Hi,
Yep,
Dad.
sorry, they're still coming. Appears, and these guys in step start to move forward now that the hand is gone.
All the games, nice. Oh, they're okay. I'm. That's why is there 4 of them now?
The last, yeah, and another one just appeared.
Yeah, I've
from
still
around that
got
corner.
2. Just 2 vendors.
Yep.
Okay,
Fine,
I'm
thank
down to one. I'll be over
Okay.
in a second.
It's fine back here. Don't worry about it.
The guys that have appeared at the back though are now handing out knives to the 2 in front who were unarmed.
Cool. Cool.
So that's their turn, which brings us to Nofret.
I would just like to say, go follow Peanut Butter Rampage if you haven't already. Peanut Butter plays a lot of cool games and is a really genuinely nice human and makes me laugh.
Some of the best. Yep.
Some of the best.
Some of the best.
One of the best on Twitch. All right. There's some issue. I can see that through the bars, right?
You're certainly aware of the fact that there are a number of individuals now outside this cell. Yes.
Oh my god. Well,
You're pretty sure at least a couple of them are aware of the fact that you're in here.
actually, that's not a. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good plan. It's a great plan.
Yep. hello.
Or fire. Chat. The good plan or fire. Choose.
Fire.
Oh no. You know it's going to end
100%
up being
fire.
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 Yeah, it's going to end up being fire.
That could be a problem, but
It could be a problem, yeah.
it could be also okay. Shapoopy's is here, so it's fire. We're going with fire. All right.
Yep.
So
Here we go. I just want to set the
Um,
world on fire.
I'm just going to look through the things and go, yeah, there's just 2. And I'm going to
Yep.
wait a sec. I'm
Go on.
gonna get some sulfur out of my pocket, wipe it down my arm, and just as I pull it down, in like a fast action, a fireball just comes right down from the ceiling on top of all 4 of those dudes in the corridor.
So, what's the radius of an exploding fire?
You know what? I don't want to talk about that.
25 feet in diameter, isn't it?
20 foot.
In
20
diameter?
Diameter, so it's
It's a 20, each creature at a 20-foot radius,
radius, okay.
centered on that point that I choose. So I'm choosing the bars on the other side of the hallway.
Yep. So there's a good chance that the way that fire works, it's going to envelop the cell that you are in. The ones that are in the cell below will
I have ways of getting out of
possibly
here.
escape that. I mean, the meme does say I didn't ask how big the corridor was. I said I cast fireball. So are we going with fireball?
I mean,
Chat sort of has demanded it.
Not Chat's character.
Can't you like aim it into that back cell so it splashes out and gets them?
If she could see the doorway, maybe I'd let that happen.
I I'm not concentrating on anything.
Not all of these cells have bars. The ones on the outside have bars. The ones on the inside are sealed rooms, which is why you couldn't see that guy in that room when he came out.
Was
in the
a
middle of the
point that I needed to clarify. So we're gonna move to the door and risk getting hit. Scoobity doo, running to the doorway. Scoobity boo. There's about 4 doodly doo.
Yep.
In the fucking hallway. Yeah. So I'm gonna
So
take
what,
an
you're gonna
attack.
angle it down here now?
Yes, but I believe I move out of range of your man.
You do, yes. So he will get a strike at you.
Typical.
Okay.
That's okay. I'm only a sorcerer.
Now my bad rolls are rearing their ugly head because that's about a 12.
I'm fine.
Yep.
The sorcerer is fine, everyone. Don't worry about it.
So the heavy gnome wriggled free. I'm gonna say she bounced on his foot as he dropped her. And then as you start moving away, he's kind of like, and reaches out to try and grab you by the collar, and you're already gone. So,
cool.
all right, and you're now going to cast Fireball.
Yeah, maybe. What do you think about that?
Hey, if you want to do it, go for it.
I'm gonna fucking do it so hard.
Don't let nobody tell you how to play your character.
I'm going to light. We've lit liturgies. We've lit many things on fire recently, so let's just carry on with that theme. So
this new prison that's only been built recently is gonna love this.
So it's not my town.
No, it's not a town at all. But you're right.
So we're gonna aim it behind them, what color is fire? This woof 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 woof, and then it's just gonna schlinkle, around there.
Yeah, we're just gonna say it hits all 4 of them.
God, I can't wait for them all to just dodge and then have the rogue's evasion and not take any damage.
One of them. And it's the one that rolled a natural 20 on the saving throw.
Uh-huh.
20.
Yeah.
3.
There's another one that made the save. The other 2 failed badly.
20 save. Reroll damage. Up to the charisma mod. Oh. I haven't.
I'm not from here. Who cares about their infrastructure?
I'm gonna reroll these 4.
Okay.
My empowered spellcasting. Oh, way better. Big money. 34 fire damage, but they roll
Jesus Christ.
See, I can do damage too, Vander. They're gonna roll dexterity dexterity saving throw.
Yes, I've already rolled for all 4.
Okay.
Only 1 or 2 of them succeeded. But doesn't have the health to survive even that half.
Okay.
The other one, however, that did succeed has evasion, so takes no damage. So you are ignited and well and truly wrecked. 3 of them.
Cool.
After they finally got themselves armed and decided to start proceeding down the corridor, in formation, 3 of them just immediately get incinerated. And the 4th one's kind of standing there going, my knives.
I'm gonna be like, it's definitely just the 2.
They're mooks, shipoopies. These guys are supposed to die pretty easily. They're mooks. It's the big guy in the cell that's the problem. Wow.
We're pointing out the
supposed to be the
flaws
problem.
in their prison system right now. It's not my fault. That's gonna
Not fireproof.
That's gonna be my turn, good sir.
Okay. So that brings us to... Wait, are there any of them left alive? Oh, yeah. Cool.
You said one
so
evaded.
No, it's not the daggers boys, it's the swords boys.
I have a sword boy in front of me.
Yep. And yep. I'm just looking at the rest of the board, and there's also the one that had the gnome grappled. All right, so hearing the boom, after seeing the lightning bolt, and you there doing that, this guy is going to take his, similar to the other ballot, he's going to take the disengage action, and he's going to book it. Because he failed a resolve check, and he's getting the fuck out. But he can't dash because he had to take his action to disengage because he's not a rogue.
The prey tries to run.
This guy up here.
That guy didn't give a
after
name
s-
yet, so I'm still lighting shit on fire.
No, he hasn't yet. He put his hands up, going, "Oh, you're fine. You want a name? I'll give you a name."
We're like, faster then.
No, because he's.
Changing his mind now?
No, I've come to bargain, sort of thing. Right. This guy now realizes after seeing you unleash a fireball that he's trapped in a cell with you and the little gnome that he tried to grapple. He's also heard his boss yell that out. What's his resolve? Yeah, no, okay. He also is now going to lift up his hands like he's surrendering.
Okay.
You do see the head of another fellow poke around the corner in the fringes of sort of as the walls and sort of the flames are licking and starting to go out. He sort of looks around the corner, sort of sees the bodies and his mate standing there, like mourning the loss of his allies, and he's just like, nope. You've kind of well and truly broken their will with Vander's rapid deaths, a fireball, and the boss giving up. That does bring us to Sekhet. Oh, believe me, Shapoopies, given that these guys are all mooks, they've done all right. This was not designed to be an incredibly difficult fight. It was just supposed to look like it was difficult.
I put off doing Fireball for so long. I just want to point that out. I could have done
No.
it a lot earlier. I had Resolve. And then I
mean,
didn't.
Shapoopies, if I do a difficult fight, trust me, the players will know it.
Uh-huh. We've had a difficult fight before.
You've had a
Yeah,
couple.
it was a house
Yeah.
spider.
We have had
Yep.
a character die in this campaign.
Yep, you've had a couple. You've had a couple of tough fights.
To be fair, that was his fault.
I mean, we were waiting for
We're
it.
gonna have
Really,
this
weren't
argument again.
we? Right, Sekhet, you are up.
Alrighty, so we've got we need the name thing. He's got his hands up.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to try and blind him.
Okay.
Don't
so
need eyes, tell
Constitution
us.
save.
Yep. Okay. So you're gonna beam him. Okay, I'm just checking how much health he has left. Interesting. Okay, so that is what is that? That's 14. It's a low roll, but it's a 14 on the save.
That's a good question. Sorry.
Oh.
He meets and beats, I think, because I think the
Yeah,
spell
meets and beats
saves
it.
14.
Okay.
Because I'm
Yep.
only a bub.
So yeah, you flash that, and the beam hits him, and he just sort of shrugs it off, and he looks at you and says, like he wants to just. He's basically sort of giving up, and you've just flashed him with that, and he's kind of like, "Look, I will keep going, and you won't get a name." But yeah,
She's going to just put her sword against the back of his knees, just in that way of kneel down. No damage being intended, but just I'm kind of controlling this situation. You've given in. You get down on your knees, so I know you're not a threat.
Okay.
I don't know how you want to roll
You know
that.
what? Just in general, make me an intimidation check. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that as an intimidation check.
Play Succession. We should have a combat fight against each other sometime. Like a the dream world
21.
fight.
21. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, well intimidated.
He sort of grits his teeth even more, and you can sort of see him really shudder and try not. Like he may be a bandit, but he is apparently a very prideful and willful man.
She is
And
holding
you
on to a thread of not letting
Yep.
her rage demolish him.
Yeah.
She wants a reason.
All three of
She
you
wants a reason.
are walking the edge of violence, and I love it. he does very slowly. You can sort of see his knee, his whole leg quivering like he doesn't want to do this. And one goes down. You actually see his body start to recede its height a little bit. And he just sort of goes down on that one knee, hands still up, and they sort of go behind his head. And then he just looks at you. And he keeps smiling. And then he just spits blood down at your feet
Ew.
before putting the other knee down.
Sekit just rests her great sword in that spit and just twists it a little bit, but just stands there like just holding it, just staring him, but not gonna smack him.
Okay. So, that's your turn, Sekit?
Okay. He's out of combat.
So
Okay.
that if that's your turn, that does bring us back to the top of the round, Vanda.
Oh, no, he's not getting away. This guy got full like predator eyes. No. You don't run.
Oh, yeah, like the cat dilation. Like,
Yeah. The prey is running. I charge.
Initiating annihilation protocols.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
yeah.
charging after him?
Yeah, charging right after him.
Okay. You'll have the movement to get to him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't even have to try that hard.
No.
Gonna go for a hamstring slice while he's
Go for
running.
it. Yep.
Take out that leg.
Yeah. This is where that disengage comes in really handy, and if you don't have it, you just can't get away.
Nope. Oh, that's a 1. I missed.
You
I missed.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
What?
Oh no.
he does like that weird sort of Mario jump to get over it. Holy shit.
No.
You what a one that cracks me up so much.
do you get a second try?
Yeah, I
You can have a second go if you'd like. Yep.
I try and regain my composure.
Even your shot, like Vanda's like, really? Like
Yeah.
I missed?
What? It's next to
18.
nonsense. 18, yeah. That.
And then he gets all like blushed and embarrassment because Jean's standing right there, like, how did you miss that? Like
She didn't see. Nobody saw it. They were focused somewhere else. No, it's fine.
She was him with a fireball and is now turning her attention back down the corridor because, you know, she recognizes magic. So she's pretty sure that guy's kind of fucked. So
12 points of damage. I rolled really low on those.
at least it wasn't one on your cursed blade or something. I'm sure that would be fun things.
I think he's still using the kick blade. So yeah.
Oh, that would have been Nofret's one. The kick one missed.
Ah.
Oh, of course. Yeah. All right.
It's
So
made for
you
the desert.
do connect, and he does stagger and sort of bounce off the wall a little bit, and he looks back at you, and he just gets that look of abject terror. And you know instinctively as a predator, he's going to run. There's no. Yeah, all caution gone. His next turn, he's fleeing. He's just, there's no tactics, no discipline. He's just gonna run. You can just
Bitch.
see it. He is terrified of the death that is approaching. Is there anything else, Vanda?
No, that's my turn.
And the bandit chief waits.
And
that's his turn. Jean is going to make her way back to the cell, casting a glance down there to see all the flames. It's like, okay. He will go and have a thing next. Okay, so I'll ask now for everybody that's there. Vanda, are you going to chase this guy down? Oh, he's already gone. Okay. He's taking a sweet wee moment. Nofrit, as you are controlling Nofrit and Frey,
Yeah.
what are you going to do with the guy in the cell and the guy in the corridor? Are you going to do anything about it? You know the guy in the cell with you looks like he's surrendering. Rather than do an initiative order for everything we've got going on here, we'll just kind of resolve this unless something else happens.
Okay. Just because of what I did last time,
Yep.
I'm gonna turn and stare at the man who's put his hands up, and as I do, the glyph, star, symbol on my cheek, a line begins to creep across my face, and up into my brow and into under my head wrap, connecting to the next room that just started glowing.
Okay.
So that we're now having it's not going from here and then just going across her face to there.
Okay.
And she's just gonna say, "Stay put." And I'm gonna be
He just wildly shakes his head.
I'm gonna be like, "Frey, can you put it out?" And then Frey will step into the corridor, and I'm pretty sure she had this ready. She's gonna do the big water one.
Tidal wave?
Yeah, she's got a tidal wave down the hallway and just put it all out. She might be like, "You might want to move," to the guy in the corridor.
Where's the water coming from?
Can you do tidal? I don't have tidal wave.
I think you
can
need source.
Yeah.
Like,
Also
how
think we
big
might
of a
want to look at the
source?
size of it.
Tidal wave, it's huge.
Because it's
That's an open sea combat kind of spell.
Okay, then I won't do that. I'll do, instead of her doing tidal wave, I will do.
You can, but in pursuit of trying to put a fire out, you are going to end up causing far more damage.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
She's going to guard him, and I'll walk out into the hallway, and I will use elemental burst.
You do just conjure
With-
it. You do just conjure the water.
Yeah, I'm
It
pretty sure
can be
tidal
done
wave just
anywhere.
happens. It's just, it doesn't need water.
You conjure up a wave of water, but it's up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall.
Whereas my elemental burst does need a source of water, so I open my canteen, and as I flick it open, I do an elemental burst of water across the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's splashing on this guy looking down at the charred body of his
I
allies.
tell him to move. I'm just like,
He probably doesn't hear it as he's too busy looking at the bodies. Oh.
And then as I'm putting it out, I'll just gesture for him to get in the cell with the other guy.
Yeah, and he will immediately sort of drop the knife that he had and just sort of, move over with it. So,
Up to you, because it only does 15-foot cone at a time. So maybe I use two
it's-
elemental bursts to put it out.
the thing being, a fireball is instantaneous. There's not really anything in that area that could actually catch.
Okay.
So, it's for flavor that the fire is burning. It's not, you don't need to spend resources to put it out if you don't want to.
Oh, I spend one resource because I do feel bad that I've burnt
Yeah,
the
that's
town.
fine. And so what I will ask then is, Vander, you are going to attempt to put this guy away?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So he is going, I'm sort of out of turn already, we're just going to resolve things. So he is going to attempt to run. I take it you're going to do an opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to even attempt to disengage, he's just fleeing. So make your rolls.
Kill him, good catch.
16.
16, that hits. And doesn't matter, roll your damage anyway. Right. Pretty sure he's out.
20.
20, yeah. Yep. So you once again come in under the... Actually, you know what? It's the last living enemy right now that's still putting up a fight. And you've killed a few. How do you want to finish this guy?
Ben is going to do a really acrobatic one. He's going to bounce up. How tall is the roof?
It's probably a good sort of 12 feet.
Oh, he can easily make that jump.
This is a fairly deep sort of a cell. Yeah. It's roomy, it's spacious, it's not anywhere near as dingy and dark as what that map makes it look like. It is very new and fresh, and pretty well constructed, but yeah.
As he's running, he's going to jump up onto the roof and then springboard down on top of him. Like handstanding on his shoulders while he puts his knife through the side of his neck.
Fatality. Right,
Awful.
okay.
Fantastic. Awful. Fantastic.
Yeah. And this guy stood absolutely no chance whatsoever. And just like all the other people in this corridor, we let the bodies hit the floor. Okay. So I'm going to take us out of initiative unless somebody wants to chase after the other guy that ran. There's only one other guy, although you guys are in the middle of a fort, so you're not entirely sure how far he's going to get.
Nah.
So, at the end of that, you guys regroup around the cell with the bandit chief back down to his normal, still relatively imposing sort of 6'2" size, down on his knees, hands behind his head, and looking very balefully as two people either side of him both look like they are also on the verge of violence. And you can sort of see that his muscles are still tense and tight. Is there anything any of you want to do?
Seeing all the charred bodies, Vander's going to look at Nofret and go, "Good job."
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, you look bloodied. Bloodied, yeah.
There was a few.
Not
There
that
is nothing anymore.
we're not counting or anything though, so.
No, of course not. But no.
What?
Nothing.
Did we see what happened to the boy?
No, he ran. Like you wouldn't even have seen him. That was
I
yeah.
think it has no idea he exists.
Vanda and Jean
No.
are, I think, literally the only two that are aware of the fact there was a boy there.
Yeah, dude, we did it.
Um,
What was I gonna do? Something
Now-
about
now
the
is the moment.
store. I was gonna get Frey to. So I'm going to do. Oh, not create bonfire. She's gonna say no. Sacred flame doesn't burn. I'm trying to make the other. I close the other two people into the other room, and we somehow smash in the lock so they can't get out again.
They look pretty subdued. If you guys are around, I don't think there's much of a chance that they will try to escape. Especially now that they've seen like massive fire explosion stuff. That seems to have cowed them pretty well. So yeah, I mean, you can attempt to do more damage to the area and try to break the lock and seal them in, but overall, they will be stuck in there for now.
Okay.
Is there anything else you guys want to do? I know we haven't had a break. We're also not far away from 7, so
Just kind of look at him with her eyebrow raised. You had that name?
he sort of looks, and then there's kind of this look on his face of he's still walking that edge of he wants to commit violence, but it does fade ever so slightly as sort of Jean comes to the cell, and his eyes flick to her, and then he flicks back to you, and there's almost like this grudging respect,
Yeah, she was a pain in his ass.
he made this big sign of the fact that he one-on-one took down the captain of this garrison, of the border rangers, and you basically one-on-one took him down. And that's a feat, and he will respect that strength. But he sort of looks over at Jean and Vian, who's still trying to breathe heavily and calm down. Like, I want a guarantee. My men and I, however many are left, we remain safe. No executions. We'll serve our time. Put us in a deep dark hole if you wish. But if I give up this name, You need to make sure we're safe. Because he's not going to look very kindly on those who spill his secrets. And he looks away from Jean and looks at you, Sekit. Like he wants that confirmation from you.
That's
How about it? You ensure we get your word that we will be protected and safe. And I will give you what you want.
I will see to it.
And then he looks at Jean. Jean looks very torn. Like, control of the situation has very much been ripped out of her hands. But she nods slightly, and he grins, and then he gives you a nod. It's like, then the man you're looking for goes by the name Faruz Murat. And both Jean and Vian share a look. And he smiles. You knew it anyway, didn't you? Jean's... We were expecting him to be involved. Weren't expecting him to be the leader of it all. What better way to throw off suspicion than to pretend to be one of the underlings? Now, I've given you what you want. Go make sure the people upstairs know better. And there is another moment of silence as the other two in the cell just share a long look, as though this is more confirming something that they had suspected for a while. But now that they have that information, they don't know what to think of it.
I'm inside checking this guy. If he's
Yep.
being straight up with us right now, or if
Go
he's
for it.
trying to con
Yep.
the con.
Go for it. Now, for some of you, perhaps the name Faruz Murat may have crossed into your periphery before.
19.
19? Yeah, I'm not rolling a check. He is, to the best of his ability, divulging the information he knows. He's been bested, and he, after some calming down, he respects that strength. And it is odd that more than anything else, it is not words that persuaded him, but it was a show of strength. So he does appear to be genuinely telling the truth as far as he knows it.
Has this been something we've come across? Like,
Yeah.
Very,
that?
very briefly,
Can
at
we
some
roll
point,
like a history, or do we gonna give it to us?
I can give it to you if you want.
Yes?
Okay. Because, this was unfortunately a bit of information that I think was uncovered back during the events at the Plucky Canary.
Oh.
And that was when Azeria and Morius broke into Claiborne's chambers and found a whole lot of his letters and notes. Claiborne suspected a couple of people within the slavery ring and discerned what their identities were. And one of the ones that was written in one of the letters was Faruz Murat, who I haven't got it in front of me, but I think he was known as the Black Knight.
I would have that note somewhere in my
Yep.
fucking past.
I know this information was passed on, but it was kind of just in amongst everything else. But actually, give me a moment and I will bring up the entire piece and I will recite it for you, because there is probably a fair bit of information that you guys will want. Rather than try and remember some of it, I will bring the whole thing up. Okay. At the same time, you guys got the bigger knife. All right. Yeah. It was in one of his notebooks. Somebody
I have
does.
it.
Yep. Sorry. So it was in
Used
one of
it.
his notebooks, and the relevant piece was: Claiborne has figured out who a few of the other pieces are. The Black Rook is a sour hobgoblin he met in Ferry Fazal and appeared to be a sailor, but he didn't care to learn his name. 2 of you have met that one. A Black Bishop is an elven lady working out of Qualan on the border of Torloon who goes by Shonda Galespring. In addition, states that she is rather attractive and aggressive and has a weakness for jewels. He also discovered that White Knight. One of the White Knights is a captain of the guard in a mining town known as Ruavant in the Southern Summer Realms. His name is Faruz Marat, and he was once a royal guard who served loyally and honorably before retiring from royal service and taking a posting in Claiborne. Taking a posting in Ruavant. Claiborne notes that Faruz likes to drink, but is somewhat of a lightweight and can be very chatty when drunk. And there was an extra note tacked onto that, which may or may not be important, but I may as well say it now just to bring it back to the fore. An extra note tacked on more recently makes note that Faruz recently came to Cascorn bearing what Claiborne refers to as the Golden Egg. A transaction was set up with someone known as the Auctioneer, who you've met, and the egg was sold onto a figure referred to as King. Before the egg could be handed over, however, there was a disruption by what is noted as a singer, and in the ensuing chaos, the egg hatched, and the prize within was spirited away. The singer was captured and was to be delivered to King as some small recompense for the loss, and a hunt has been ongoing for the prize, but no success yet. Faruz returned to Ruavant in heavy disfavor. That is the entire relevant section of the slavery ring stuff from Claiborne's notebook. I think that last section had to do with something else that you guys weren't getting involved with. I think that was actually a Theodore backstory thing. But figure I might as well throw it out there anyway. But yes, at that, as this sort of this quiet, it's hard to read, but it seems as though Jean and Vian are almost trying to decide what to do. Like, almost as though they're glad they've got the name. They were half expecting the name, and now that they've got it, it's like, what do we do now? And they also don't know what to do with him. But they sort of usher you out of the cell, Sekhet.
Sekhet's actually not going to leave the cell. She's going to wait till they leave. Because she's actually given her word, and she knows that Vian's on the verge of violence, and she hasn't got a read on Jean, so she's just doing. She's just going to be the last out of that cell.
Okay. Yeah, Jean never stepped in. She stayed at the door, but at Jean sort of beckoning people to leave, Vian will sort of settle herself down and walk out. So it is just you as the last one in there.
I just kind of look at him, give him a little nod, and follow them. But that's just reaffirming my word.
Yep. So you exit the cell and you all kind of regroup in the corridor. And I don't know, unless you guys want to do something, there's kind of like an awkward silence for a moment. Is there anything you guys want to do? We're going to end in a moment, but in the aftermath here, is there anything you guys want to do here and now? Anything you want to say? Anything you want to follow up on?
Sekhet's just going to check Nofret over to see how hurt she looks.
Just give her a thumbs up.
Okay.
We should keep moving in the morning.
I mean, we were coming here to help.
Yeah. I don't know if it's good if we stay one place right now.
And it is around about this time that you guys hear the sound of feet running down the corridor, coming towards where you are.
Maybe that.
And
Maybe
immediately
that's
coming around the corridor, you see the tall human male that was sitting up in the tavern with no name. The second in command, the lieutenant, if you will, Altan, with a silver oak bow in his hand. And he sort of almost half skids as he comes around and sort of notes the sort of charred corridor. And then you immediately get the small, for those of you who noticed him, the small boy with the sandy coloured hair just sort of poke his head around after him. Not out of breath, but obviously he'd come charging after him. And Altan sort of stands there and looks at the bodies and all of the people in the corridor. The boy sort of looks down, sees Jean, and just waves, completely oblivious to the fact that there are massacred individuals there.
Jeez.
And then Altan is just, oh boy, we've got a lot of talking to do.
Yeah, and we need better locks.
Yeah, that's part of the talking we're going to have as to how they got. And he's interrupted as there is another yell from the corridor. And it is just quite simply somebody yelling out the name, Altan! And he just immediately sort of seizes up, starts stepping over to the side. And you see even the kid kind of like, oh! And he turns and looks. And then he's sort of like, oh! And then he sort of goes and stands right next to Altan and almost kind of looks a little humbled. Striding around the corner in heavy chainmail, with a sword and shield in their grip, is a dark-skinned woman with some flaming red hair and a whole lot of scars. And she immediately looks down at all of the bodies, looks at Altan, looks at all of you. Well, it would seem as though you all have a lot of explaining to do about what the fuck is going on in my garrison. And I think that's probably where we're going to leave it. And I know you know exactly what's going on there, Vixen.
Previously on.
I don't even really need to introduce that character because I'm sure you know who that. Yeah, Vixen clearly knows who that is.
I
yeah.
really know.
No, it is. Yeah.
I'm so excited. She's gonna kick our asses.
You're gonna kick somebody's ass with all of that going on. But yeah, it's 7 o'clock, so I figured you'd probably be about set, Vix. So I would have liked to have done a little more, but late start, we'll still finish on time.
And
we'll
with Frey
bet
not
that.
here, I think Nyx would want to be part of this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I saw the little look on your face the moment you heard the name Ty, and I was like, uh-oh. She knows. She caught that immediately.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
remember that
unusual for me. I'm usually like looking back at things going, oh shit!
I was looking
How
to see
much
if,
I
I was
actually got
it
looking
in
to see
the
if
moment.
anybody, I was looking to see if
Games
anybody
together.
reacted.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much. That was fucking great.
Yeah.
I
It was a-
really enjoyed that fight. I actually took damage. I was actually worried, and
Oh
I
my
actually controlled the heck out of him, and that was
Yeah.
so fun.
Yeah. Like, I had so many things that he was capable of doing, and he couldn't get away. Like, he quite literally had charging attacks, where if he got time to wind up and actually, get moving because of the tusks and things, but he couldn't get away from you. So he was stuck in place all the time. And so he had all of these other gimmicks to try and get you away from him, and it still didn't work. And I was like, okay, cool. No, Barbarian is doing what Barbarian does, and I fucking love it. So,
It was so satisfying.
Rogue
And
just
that was
slicey dicey, and
fucking great.
Sorcerer
Yeah.
makes things go boom.
I
So
made
that
boom.
was,
You made
Yeah.
A controlled boom.
very well controlled.
it was a
Minimal
very good
fire.
showcase of what each of you really does very, very well.
Yeah.
So, I liked it.
Sentinel, man. Oh,
I got a little worried when I stepped out in that corridor and there was 3 of them.
I was worried for you because I couldn't see shit.
Can't
Like,
do
there was-
3 on 1.
There was a
Yeah,
single.
Sickit
there
couldn't
was a sing-
worry about anyone else because Sickit was in a room.
there was one enemy for every cell.
Oh.
I was really worried
Yeah.
actually when you brought the guy up close to Nofret because that was
Yeah.
the only thing that could have got Sekit to move was seeing Nofret in trouble. But because
Snakes.
he failed that
Blind.
Blind.
Constitution and
Yeah.
blind, she knew that there was a choice there.
Because
I was gonna
I'm the-
smack him with my snake stick and then Vian killed him and I was like,
yeah, I know. I'm trying to include less NPCs in the fights, but it was just
no, that was good. I liked, Nofret's like, wow, okay. Wow.
I love she was
Oh.
basically just a pinball in our cell. Like she couldn't connect to him, he couldn't connect
Like,
to her.
it's so weird because when you guys were in Cascorn with the fire going on, I was rolling incredibly well for Vian. Today she just couldn't fucking connect a single thing.
She couldn't get it today.
She did not, like the only thing she connected on was the guy that was blinded because she had advantage anyway.
You're welcome.
But yeah.
That was such a handy rage thing as well. Like I
Yeah.
love that Sekit's got so many like
Different options.
different
little
things
options,
that
yeah.
happen, and it gives her a bonus action, which is so nice.
And it
Yeah,
makes it
which outside
not
of your
just-
original bonus action for raging, barbarians don't
Yeah.
tend to have a lot unless they're berserkers or it's a specific subclass thing. Yeah.
And it gives you a variety of like things to do, like a spellcaster would, but you're still, hitting shit.
And it's so nice to hit shit, and then if you get really angry and you hit shit with like advantage, it's just so lovely.
You were tearing out some damage.
Yeah.
Like all 3 of you ended up tearing out some big damage in that. But that's great.
41.
That's it's exactly the thing here. Like he with the bandit chief, who by the way you haven't learned his name, but he goes by the moniker of Tusk
Oh,
for
that's also
reasons.
hot.
Yeah. Yeah, he was legitimately the only
Standards
true
are
single
starting to
target.
worry me.
What's starting to worry you?
Mixed standards for what is considered hot. Just everywhere. Oh, that's hot. Oh,
That's hot. That's
so
hot.
hot.
No, Fritz going through a phase, okay? We're gonna raid Ziz Daboom because he's got a 2-year affiliate anniversary. He's making some Legos, which feels like a
Hey.
cute thing to do after playing some D&D.
Yeah.
Aw.
Guys, I hope you enjoyed the new layout that I've whipped up. Also check this out when we have a certain shape changer in the group. Oh, Bushki. Wow. Oh, watch it again. Gabushki. Oh,
nice.
Gabushki. Okay, there we go.
I love the little the purple.
This is very cute.
Kind of cool. Yeah,
Um,
I love that.
we possibly are playing again in 2 weeks. I need to talk to you guys about that because I'm on a music video with Shapoopies in 2 weeks. So it depends
Ooh.
what time I finish that day.
I mean, for me personally, in a couple of weeks, I'm going on holiday for a few weeks, so I'm going to be
Oh.
available whenever, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know about slotting an extra time, but I mean, if we need to be a bit more
Or-
flexible, I will be all of the flexible.
Or like we say, we do a one shot and we fuck each other up instead for a change.
It's possible. Hard enough scheduling our actual game, let alone more.
This is true. But thank you for being here. Stay spicy, stay feisty, and we'll see you in a big exploration Tuesday. Bye!
Bye.
Bye!